Corporate social responsibility is a business approach used by various enterprises to be more accountable with their resources to the community at large. It is self regulating, often voluntary, and sometimes maintained by the government policies. Areas of CSR include environmental conservations and sustainability efforts, poverty alleviations, disaster relief, social empowerment, health, education, and improving labor conditions. These initiatives are not done at the enterprise of shareholders, rather, good CSR practices continually seek to optimize the economic value of business by means of delivering social value at an appropriate point of synergy. The benefits of successful CSR initiatives to businesses are multifaceted. From a human source perspective, it can increase employee satisfaction, engagement, retention, and attract new talent. From a marketing and public relation perspective, it can increase brand recognition, customer loyalty, and garner public support and endorsement, such as from media and government agencies. So now let's begin with the CSR in China. Although CSR has seen more than half a century of development in West, CSR in China is a relatively new concept with a history of authoritarian regimes largely tackling social challenges. Social responsibility was hardly the commission of merchants and traders. When the country adopted a capitalist social market economy in 1978, that legacy undoubtedly had an influence on the initial perception of CSR in China. The social responsibility of companies, as it was seen, is to make money to pay workers. The rest lies in the duty of Chinese Communist Party. Not fueled by popular demand, the introduction of CSR in China came into two sources. Firstly, foreign MNCs brought them along as they entered into the market, focusing initially on ensuring acceptable labor standards. Secondly, in efforts to curb the environmental damage at the start of the millennium, the Chinese government increasingly mandated self regulation practices to comply or explain to companies contributing to pollution. Relatively, lackluster practices of CSR in China characterized this early period of development until a crucial turning point in 2008. In the wake of 2008 Sichuan earthquake, an unprecedented number of companies came to relief effort, drawing national attention. Seeing the success of these campaigns, companies increasingly recognized the value of CSR in China as a viable and effective business model. Although compliance continued to be the prime motivator for companies to implement practices of CSR in China. In 2016, 792 companies released CSR reports to the public compared to only 19 in 2006, demonstrating a general shift in the paradigm. The unique business environment shaped by socio-political factors has given rise to distinct best practices of implementation of CSR in China. Such practices include collaborating effectively with government, leveraging online platforms, and engaging with employees and value chain partners. Beginning with the first initiative, that is joint government initiatives, BMW China initiated a Green Tree program aimed to fulfill its commitment to sustainable development and increase environmental awareness. Pertaining with the China Green Foundation, BMW planted trees to cover an area of 80 hectares in Chongqing and reached out to consumers to join the effort. Where in 2009, when China announced major plans for healthcare improvements, a multinational Dutch company eagerly followed suit. Philips Healthcare partnered with the municipal government of Shanghai to provide scare of the art electronic terminals to 10 hospitals. These terminals helped patients track their queue without having to stand in the line, which reduced overcrowding and improved access to the system to the treatment. So, the next initiative, which is leveraging social media and online platforms, with more than 829 million active internet users relying on an ecosystem of social media, digital platform, and online to online service apps, online platforms in China have a momentous influence on the routine daily activities of consumers. Following a number of charity scandals, digital fundraising became regulated under the 2016 charity law. With greater transparency to how funds are used, the online segment of philanthropy saw rapid growth in the recent years. The next example comes out of China Mobile, the world's largest mobile telecommunication operator, created in China crowdsourcing platform giving students, housewives and the disabled free access to employment opportunities. Participants may work remotely over the internet without having to leave their homes. The third initiative, which is engage with the employees and partners. A Chinese proverb goes, charity should start from one's doorsteps. Almsgiving should begin with friends and family. The principle applies for CSR in China. While companies commonly look to external shareholders for CSR needs, there are often overlooked opportunities for internal CSR. Here, a great example comes out from the company Lenovo. The Chinese technology company Lenovo has a corporate policy in which it promises competitive employee compensation packages and maintaining safe and healthy work environments. Since 2007, Lenovo has obtained OSAS 18001 certification in all its manufacturing locations, meeting international health and safety standards. Another great example of Coca-Cola, the American soft drink company Coca-Cola built a fast and reliable disaster response system in China by deepening its relationship with the pertaining bottle companies. Coca-Cola and its local partners, which were the bottling companies in China, were able to supply water to disaster sites within 24 hours time frame. From 2013 to 2016, this supply chain partnership responded to 65 disasters. By 2016, Coca-Cola and its bottlers companies have collectively contributed more than 270 million RMB to educational and philanthropic causes. Now, I would like to portray and highlight some of the latest top 10 trends of CSR in China in 2019. First, comprehensive CSR countermeasures in the era of global conflicts. Second, Chinese overseas investment synergizes with the Chinese development aid. Third, efficient CSR strategy under economic pressure. Fourth, in depth poverty elevation with corporate strength. Fifth, strict pollution control and considerate approaches. Sixth, ESG reporting guide for a share listed companies. Seventh, corporate foundation becoming new force of philanthropy. Eighth, double-edged sword of internet, innovation versus accountability. Ninth, encouraging sustainable lifestyle. And the last, ESG fund products attracting more investors. Thank you.